ask you something direct. Are you actually leading strategy, or have you become the person who just holds everything together in your organisation? Because at a senior level, those two things can start to look dangerously similar. You're involved in every escalation, every problem in the organisation lands with you, every decision loops back to you. However, over time, that doesn't create authority. It creates dependency. And today we're going to fix that using the master move method by auditing where your time is being spent right now, identifying where your real authority should be sitting, and then executing a shift that puts you back at strategic level. Now, hi, if you're new here, I'm Penny Wood, and I help senior leaders and executives bridge the gap between having a seat at the table and actually shaping the direction of the business using the master move method. Now, if you're ready to move out of the operational weeds and start driving the agenda, hit subscribe and join a community of leaders who are just done with the status quo and they want to get much more visibility around them. So let's get into it. Let's start with phase 1 of the master move method, the audit phase. I want you to take a real deep look at your role right now and ask yourself, how many things that you're doing genuinely require your input versus how many just land on your desk by default? Because most senior leaders don't notice this shift happening. It starts over time. You become very reliable. You become the one who responds to things. You become that safe pair of hands. And before long, everything escalates to you because people know that you're the one that's going to deal with it. But here's the problem. If everything escalates to you, nothing is being developed with your team and all the people beneath you. You're no longer leading a system, you're just absorbing it. And that's the first sign that your strategic authority is being diluted. So I really want you to think about that. Next, we shift on to identification, which is phase 2. Strategic authority doesn't live in problem solving. It lives in decision shaping. It's a big difference. And that means that your job is not to be involved in every single decision and answer. Your job is to be present where the decisions are formed. Because the question is, where are the real decisions actually being made in your organisation? And are you there making them? Because if you're not consistently in those rooms or shaping them, you're operating below your level of influence. And that gap is what keeps senior leaders busy but under leveraged. You don't need more responsibility. You need better placement and more visibility. Now it's time for phase 3, execution. This is where you start to shift your behaviour. Now, over the next week, I want you to identify one recurring issue that typically escalates to you. It could be a regular task. And I want you to just not take it on. Instead, I want you to push it back, reframe it, request that it's solved by somebody else in your team. And then what I want you to do is reinvest that time in one strategic conversation that you would normally skip or delegate. Because every time you step out of operational gravity, you step back into strategic altitude. And that's where I want you to be. That's quite symbolic. It's the structural change in terms of how you're perceived. So here's the reality and something I want to leave you to think about today. You don't get more authority by taking on more work. You get more authority by choosing where not to be involved. That is how senior leadership actually evolves. Something for you to think about. And if you want to go deeper into this, the Master Move Executive Summary video breaks down the full framework that I use step by step. The link to watch that is in the description below. And if you want to just get on with it and identify your specific strategic repositioning point, well, that's what I work with you on my strategy sessions. You can book your strategy session by clicking the link that's also in the description below. And if this has landed with you today, I'd really appreciate it if you could do 3 things. First of all, like the video. Secondly, share it with someone else who you think might find it helpful. And number three, hit subscribe to my channel, because this is exactly where we go deeper into things each week. And by subscribing, you help me to be able to create more content like this for you. So thanks very much for doing that. It's really going to help me and help us both moving forward. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video and enjoy your day.